Hi, I'm Jose Montaro, PWC Muscle. We're here with four-time world champion, six-time national champion, Eric Francis. Eric, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, man.
So you just recently took a trip with P1AquaX across the pond. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
I mean, it was a really good experience. The worst part was the cold weather because, you know, racing in Florida my whole life, I'm not used to that. It was, you know, 10 degrees Celsius with about a 30-mile-an-hour wind, which puts you in about the mid to low 40s. So pretty cold over there. And I mean, definitely a different experience. The water conditions were actually quite rough. It was 10 to 15 foot, but they were really large separation, kind of similar to what you would see in like California. And then later in the day, the wind got really bad. It made it really choppy, so it made some really good racing.
You really like racing in the rough. Would you say it's some of the better waters that you've been in?
Yeah, I mean, I actually say it was probably some of the roughest conditions I've been in because it was large and choppy. So I mean, it made for some really interesting racing.
So this is the European series, right, for P1AquaX, the one that this was a race in England. How was your flight going over, and how did you take care of your ski getting there?
Yeah, this is actually where the P1AquaX got started, was over in the UK, and Scarborough, which is where we were racing, is one of their trademark places. So, I mean, it was very interesting, but we flew over there. It was about an 8-hour flight over, so it really wasn't bad. And then Aquacross and my sponsor, Aisha Resnick, provided me a nice Ultra to go race over there, so it was, you know, a really good experience.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time. Sounds like you had a fun one. What do you have coming up next?
The next race is going to Scotland back in the UK, and then immediately after that is Sarasota back in the US, and depending on how everything goes in the UK, the following week I might be going back to Gosport. So it's literally back-to-back racing the next month, so it's going to be really interesting.
Well, we won't be seeing you over there across the Atlantic. We'll be seeing you again in Sarasota.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you very much.
No problem.